Welcome everyone to this Raw review. So, what did you guys think of this show? I thought it was meh. I thought it was meh because I was really excited. I was really excited for what this new Raw was going to be entailed for us. New era, just like what I did with SmackDown. New era, fresh start. And Raw literally did that. They got new music. They got new introduction music, and I just don't like it. I don't like the new music. I preferred Legendary. I didn't like the new music. SmackDown kept their song, so I don't know why Raw didn't keep theirs. But guess I gotta live with it now. Nothing I can do. But they got new music. Just wasn't a fan. So we started off the show with Alexa Bliss in the ring, saying, "Let him in," and out came the Fiend, making his entrance. And in my personal opinion, the Fiend's entrance looked a lot better under Raw. With the red lights, it looked better on the Raw set. Definitely, it just never looked good to me on the SmackDown set. It just never really felt good to me on the SmackDown set. The red lights just never really worked for me on the blue brand. I mean, imagine they made his lights blue just to fit the blue brand, and it would look like you're underwater. It would look like it would just look like you're swimming underwater. So now the Fiend's entrance looks a lot better under the red lighting. And then all of a sudden, Retribution decides to interrupt, and it looked like they were going to attack the Fiend, which I don't know why you would. Why, oh why, would you try to attack the Fiend? I have no idea. But the Fiend ended up fleeing the scene, but then we had an 8-man tag. Out came the Lame Business. The Hurt Business came out. And Retribution lose. Retribution lose this match. Really? You're going to have Retribution lose this match? How are we supposed to take them seriously as a threat if we've got T-Bar tapping out to the Hurt Lock? Or should I say Dominic Dijakovic? I mean, really? You make these guys look like you want to make these guys look like a threat. You want to have them destroy WWE from within, but yeah, let's make them tap. Let's make Dijakovic tap to the Hurt Lock. Seriously, he's like one of the strongest guys on the team. He's like one of the strongest guys in Retribution, and you mean to tell me that he couldn't get out of the Hurt Lock? Feast your eyes. Feast your eyes on a guy feast your eyes on T-Bar, who can't break out of the Hurt Lock. Yeah, feast your eyes on that. Good grief. But then the Fiend would come back and he would attack Retribution. He would come back and get his revenge on Retribution for interrupting him. So he just single-handedly takes them all out. And more importantly, Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, single-handedly took care of the Retribution. Who needs Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin when you've got Bobby Lashley taking out all the members? And seriously, Hurt Business was considering getting Naomi? Who needs Naomi when you've got Bobby Lashley? Not like Mia Yim did anything. Not like Mia Yim did anything to even the odds for for Retribution. Honestly. Very silly if you ask me. To see Retribution losing already. Then we had the barefoot bum Matt Riddle, who was being promoted, by the way. They had a promotion video for him. The barefoot bum Matt Riddle took on AJ Styles, and AJ Styles had this gigantic dude next to him. As far as I know, he was that big tall dude from Raw Underground. Well, I guess Raw Underground's no longer a thing, so I guess he needed to find a new job. So much for drafting Dabba-Kato. Hey, WWE. They drafted Yabba Dabba Doo guy to Monday Night Raw, and the other Raw Underground guy, Ruas. They drafted these two dudes because they were from Raw Underground. And you no longer have Raw Underground. Waste of draft picks. Waste of draft picks. You drafted these two guys because specifically they were from Raw Underground, and yet they're on the main roster and they're not doing anything. Waste of draft picks. Waste of draft picks. But yet you got the big guy, Jordan, which that's apparently his name, Jordan. The big guy standing next to AJ Styles. And AJ Styles defeats Matt Riddle. Good. Good riddance. Good riddance. I'm glad that happened to Matt Riddle. That's what he did. That's what he gets. That's what he gets for calling Becky Lynch and Mandy Rose ugly. Yes, I know it was his wife that said it, but still, he's his wife. He's his wife. He should get reprimanded for it too. He should get reprimanded for it too. Good. Matt Riddle got what he deserved. Barefoot bum. I hope he becomes a jobber on Monday Night Raw, and I will not even give a damn. Some people are already feeling bad for Matt Riddle. Why would you feel bad for this guy? I saw a couple of tweets saying that they feel bad for him and they want him to go back to NXT. Why? Oh, why? Can someone tell me why would you feel bad for a rapist, and why would you feel bad for a guy who, the dude's wife, by the way, the dude's wife called Becky and Mandy ugly? Why would you feel bad for a guy who literally is the problem? This guy is a sinking ship that's doomed to fail. There is nothing good about Matt Riddle. I don't understand how people see potential in this guy. Matt Riddle sucks. Matt Riddle sucks. Me saying Matt Riddle sucks isn't as funny as the one with Lacey Evans, which, by the way, we're going to get to that. We will get to that. Oh, dear. But we'll get to that. Matt Riddle, he's just not special. There is nothing special about Matt Riddle. I don't know what people see in this guy. What, because he says bro all the time? I would rather say bum. Bum. I would rather say bum than bro, because that's exactly what he is. He's a barefoot bum. Give me a break. This guy sucks. He sucks, and you can't change my mind. Lana faced Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. We got our stopwatches ready to see how long Lana would last. She lasted a total of 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Definitely a lot longer than what many people would have considered. So, yeah, I'll give Lana her credit for lasting as long as she did. But who any person on the face of this planet, any living, breathing person on the face of this planet believed Lana had a chance to defeat Asuka? Not a single person. Not a single person on God's green earth would have thought that Lana actually had what it takes to beat Asuka. No one. No one. And if you do think otherwise, then you're a complete blithering moron. So after Lana lost, Nia Jax, Lana's personal punching bag, came out, and Nia slammed Lana through a table. Lana is basically Nia Jax's personal punching bag, because Nia just loves beating the shit out of this woman. And you know what? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that Nia just keeps beating up Lana. I love that Nia keeps beating up Lana. It's funny. It's just funny. Oh, but then we get to Nia and Shayna Baszler's open challenge. They issued an open challenge to any team that believed they had what it takes to beat them. And 3 teams came out, by the way. 3 teams came out. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. We had the Rise Squad make a cameo appearance because they're now on SmackDown. And finally, we had Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce team up. Peyton Royce teaming up with Lacey Evans. In words of Billy Kay, you've got to be joking me. Right? You've got to be joking me. You split the Iconics up to put Peyton Royce with that sassy southern bum, Lacey Evans? What happened to Vince McMahon wanting to create a single star in Peyton Royce? What happened to that? What happened to that being the reason why you broke up the Iconics? You broke up the Iconics for this piece of shit? Excuse me for not being excited. Lacey Evans sucks. Lacey Evans is the worst partner that you could have possibly given Peyton Royce. You should have never broken up the Iconics. People like to talk about how the New Day should have... You know how people like to talk about how the New Day should have never turned on each other. Or they're just a pair that you should never split up. Well, the Iconics is in that same category. You should have never split Peyton away from Billy. And this is what I have to endure? Freaking Peyton Royce pairing up with Lacey Evans, possibly the literal worst wrestler on the face of WWE. Lana and Nia Jax have more potential than Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is literally the worst wrestler, the worst of the worst. Even Eva Marie had some potential than Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is just downright the most pitiful wrestler on the face of this planet. She is so terrible that I can't even bear to see her on my television screen. You've got to be joking me. You've got to be kidding me. You put Peyton Royce with this bitch. They don't even fit together. They don't even fit together. Ridiculous. Not even Billy... Like Billy Kay clearly agrees with me. Because Billy Kay on Twitter, she put up a GIF of some random guy saying, nope, don't like this. Not even Billy Kay likes seeing Lacey Evans being paired up with Peyton Royce. See, even Billy Kay agrees with me that this is a pathetic team. This is a pathetic team. And Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler get the win. They win this open challenge. They win this open challenge and Nia Jax pins Lacey Evans. Dump her, Peyton! Dump her! She is a failure already. She's already a failure of a tag team partner. Dump her. Lacey Evans sucks. You know it, and I know it. Trash. Then we had Elias. Elias had his concert, and this is actually a good reason why to have Elias on Raw, because since Raw is 3 hours, you've got time for him to do like his own concerts. I like Elias's concerts. I like him when Elias is in the ring strucking his guitar. You know, I like Elias. Just fits a lot better on Raw with his concerts. I like Elias. I like Elias. He's cool. I like him. And the fact that he's on Raw now actually makes it a lot better to sit through his concerts, because having him on SmackDown on a 2-hour show, you know, just doesn't really feel natural to me. So Elias did his concert, and who do you think interrupted? Who did you think interrupted his concert? If your guess was Jeff Hardy, then ding dong! Hello? You were correct. And then Elias challenged Hardy to a match at Hell in a Cell. Who cares? Then we had Kofi Kingston face Sheamus. This was actually a pretty fun match, and I really liked and I actually really enjoyed the back and forth promo that the New Day had with Sheamus. Sheamus called Kofi and Xavier 2 turds of the New Day. That gave me a little bit of a chuckle. The back and forth that Sheamus had with them was actually pretty fun and entertaining, and the match itself was very entertaining too. See, I like Sheamus. He's one of those guys I really enjoy. See, if you actually put him in the ring with someone I actually don't mind and I actually care about, I'll actually enjoy the match. Sheamus, when he came back, he was feuding with people I didn't care about. So now that you've given Sheamus something to do that's actually worth a damn, I could actually enjoy the guy. Sheamus is entertaining. I really like Sheamus. But Kofi Kingston got the win. The babyface got the win. And your tag team division is shit if you're putting your tag team champions, well, one of them, in a singles match. You may as well, which is a real shame. You drafted a whole bunch of teams on Monday Night Raw, but yet you can't even bring yourself to at least getting one of them in a tag team title match. Good job. And this is where shit really started to hit the fan. We had Miz and Morrison. Hey, 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 ho, ho. They faced off against Tucker because Tucker wanted revenge, and Tucker had to find a tag team partner in El Grand Goro, which was basically Otis in a mask. We all knew that was Otis in a mask, and Otis and Tucker, El Grande Gordo and Tucker get the win. You know, I would have much rather seen a segment with Peyton and Royce arguing with Lacey Evans because they lost their tag team match than dealing with this garbage. I'm telling you guys, Otis is going to win that court case. Miz basically admitted that he's been using his powers and his relationship with USA Network to get the upper hand to get Mandy and Tucker away from Otis. And I'm telling you this. Otis is going to get this court case win. He is going to win this court case, and I guarantee you, when he wins this court case, he's going to be drafted to Monday Night Raw. He's going to be taken. He is going to be traded to Monday Night Raw. He's going to get back with Tucker and Mandy. That is how this story is going to end. This story is going to end with Otis getting back with Tucker and Mandy. That's how this story needs to end. And I'm telling you, Otis is going to win this court case. He ain't losing. He ain't losing this court case. Even though I think having him, hold that briefcase is pretty silly, I just think he's going to win that court case. Then we had Braun Strowman face Keith Lee. This was not really, really a good match. I didn't really like that match all that much. And Braun Strowman kicked Keith Lee right in his lees. So Braun Strowman was a dick to Keith's lees to get the victory. But then Keith Lee became a dick to Braun Strowman's in an act of revenge. Basically kicking him in the balls. Braun kicked Keith Lee in the balls, and Braun Strowman kicked Keith Lee in the balls, and Keith Lee kicked Braun Strowman in the balls. That's basically what I mean. So this feud's not over. And finally, the last thing that happened was Randy Orton's message to Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre came out. There happened to be bolt cutters, and bolt cutters happened to randomly be there for Mr. Drew McIntyre to unlock the door to go in and fight with Randy Orton. But they didn't show the fight. They showed Drew McIntyre getting into the cage, and they didn't show them fighting. So it showed they must have been running overtime. So there you go. That's your Monday Night Raw review. I thought overall Raw was pretty meh. As I said at the start of the show, I thought it was pretty meh. Didn't really enjoy it all that much. It started off alright, but then shit just hit the fan. Shit just hit the fan, and it just really got bad. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your opinions down below, and I will see you all next time.